Hi, beautiful souls. Today, I thought I'd share a little light on stepping up and making that agreement with your fifth dimensional aspect, your fifth dimensional consciousness, and residing from there. I know that there are so many beings that are already popping in and out of the fifth dimensional consciousness, and they hold themselves back for concern for their families, poking their nose in and trying to get everybody up to speed. I mentioned this yesterday that, you can't always tell people what to do. You have to let people find things out in their own time and in their own way. And so when we are moving to higher realms, we often feel like, well, will they catch up? Will I be so far ahead of them that I just lose all contact with them and ability to communicate with them? So do not fear that. Do not worry about that. But what I do wish to share is that I'm very keen on space weather, and I do keep up to date with what's happening in the world. From a space weather perspective, the sun is changing, the magnetics are changing. What this means for the planet, for those of you that are interested, is, well, it can be quite intense. I'm not saying this to create fear, but what I am saying is that more people that are on deck, all hearts on deck, rising to the higher frequency, it does assist during this shift in consciousness. It does assist during the great shift because it affects everything here on Gaia, because we are all connected as one. So look out for the signals, look out for the crumbs that you have placed everywhere to keep yourself preoccupied and stopping you from moving forwards with grace and ease. This morning I was looking out to the sun and I heard this voice say, assembly, bridge of assembly. Well, to me, I saw lots of people gathered on a bridge, but not actually crossing it, not actually daring to step into their fifth dimensional consciousness, still hanging about playing with the fourth dimensional ways of being, maybe dipping in and out, but not actually saying it to themselves. There are very few people that actually say, I'm living from a higher frequency. In fact, there's only one of my friends that actually admits to it, even though I have got friends that are already living from that state. But people just don't like to say these things. Certainly in England, we always undervalue ourselves. In America, I think people overvalue themselves, but there is a happy medium and there is equilibrium to be had here. And there's no shame in admitting your greatest qualities. There's no shame in admitting the truth of who you are and standing up and being seen. So address those crumbs and signals that are holding you apart. And like I said yesterday, you can't tell people how to live their lives. You cannot advise others, unless, of course, they ask for your advice. You have to allow people to come to see things and understand things in their own divine timing. So whilst you might be hanging around, playing with lower realms, waiting for your family members to catch up with you, I suggest that you stop playing like that. You can still reach them. You won't be apart from them. There's not a problem there. You're always going to be a part of the collective. You can communicate through all different realms and spaces of reality, but you want to keep yourself focused in the fifth dimension and higher, because then you're going to be of greater influence for the planet. And that is something that is a great blessing during this great shift in consciousness. This is why we say more hearts on decks. That's why we concentrate more on those who are actually already holding that higher frequency or about to step onto the bridge of assembly to that higher frequency, because they're more likely to be able to hold that frequency of higher light and assist and qualify the new light and assist during this shift in consciousness. So whilst we care for everyone, we witness everyone, and we see what's going on this planet, the floods, the earthquakes, the tornadoes, and everything else, the corruption. Don't place too much focus there. Focus more on how you can actually make a difference by raising your frequency, holding the light as high as you possibly can, and walking across the assembly bridge and realizing yourself as a fifth dimensional being. Everybody has the ability to do this. Of course, it does take practice. And like I said as well, having realizations about certain qualities that you might bring forth. When you are becoming a master, you must practice certain qualities and you must be able to integrate them, activate them, utilize them until you're actually fully masterful in them. And one of the qualities that I let go as in a practice was forgiveness, because when you are calling forth forgiveness into your current now, all the time, you're basically saying to the universe, give me opportunities to forgive. And I'm complete with that experiment of duality. I no longer want to have to be forgiving people for things that they have done that haven't been fun for me, haven't been nice for me. So I let go of that because I know that I'm forgiving and I know that I'm able to forgive, but I don't need to keep practicing it. There are certain practices that you don't have to keep on giving to yourself because they only keep yourself preoccupied and keep you away from the light that you are and what you can actually bring forth to this planet. So you be very careful about the crumbs and the signals. Be very, very super aware. The more you practice being in presence, the more you're able to see where you are leaking your energy and letting your energy be dispersed in areas that actually aren't beneficial for the collective and for the change in consciousness here. So I send you love, joy, and wisdom. My name is Zaza. Please like, subscribe, and share if you feel called to do so. And if you're interested in space weather, then by all means go check out some super things going on out there that are really like, my gosh. But don't get caught up in the fear of it all. Just know that if you want to change it, then be very conscious about where you place your energy. People forget that every place where you put your energy, that it also includes where you put your purse, your money. Yeah, you're saying yes to for the universe. So if you're enticed to buy cheap clothes because you want to have lots of clothes to wear rather than one really sturdy, well created piece by somebody that might cost the same amount as 10 pieces of clothing from some shitty company, then let me tell you this, you're saying yes to the universe. I want more of this. But that also means yes to more slavery, because those people that make those clothes are enslaved. And when you're buying cheap plastic things, you're saying yes to more slavery. If you're buying something like some meat from the supermarket, well, you can be sure that that's come from a factory farm, which means lots of cruelty and degradation of our animal friends. And so you're saying yes to more of that. So you be really considerate about where you're placing your energy and your focus, because if you're saying yes to things like that and giving signals to the universe that this is what you're in agreement with, then you're actually keeping yourself in density, because there's nothing close to integrity in any of those things. So consider who you are, what you want to be, and who you want to step into the shoes of, as yourself, of course, not somebody else, but as you. How do you see yourself moving forwards? And do you wish to actually even be part of this great shift in consciousness? Because let me tell you, you came here for a reason at this time. You weren't here to play in the structures of control. You're not here to play in density. You're not here to keep yourself stuck in a place that is telling you how to live. You're here to be free, and you're here to make a difference. And everybody has the ability to make a difference. Everybody does. Stand in your personal power and cross that bridge of assembly, aligning with the fifth dimensional consciousness, and be that you are. My name is Zaza. I come to you from my glorious field of abundance and joy. Like, subscribe and share if you feel called to do so. Many thanks.